Good evening and welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, May 29th, 2024, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. And before we get started, here are our rules. Our license number is LGCA 6052 MBI 35606. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. Number 2, when bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Number 3, each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for calls for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Number 4, prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Number 5, final win confirmation occurs when the winners submit their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. Number 6, in the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Players will keep their cards for the following Wednesday and they will be accepted. If a player is unable to play the following Wednesday, they may exchange their cards at NACTV for a future game. Please check the nactv.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the games to be played. Number 7, Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Number 8, Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. If Game 3 is won with the tuning ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive the accumulated tuning pot plus the blackout or consolation prize. Number 10, jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when the accumulated sales reach that value from 0. Number 11, the tuning pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Number 12, prizes must be claimed and checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo played date. Number 13, a list of the bingo numbers called can be obtained from the NACTV office. And that's our rules for tonight. Good luck, everyone. Let's find out what our tuning number is for that Game 3. Okay, the tuning number is I-16. I-16 is your tuning number. We're not playing with that one just right now, but I do have one more announcement to make, and that is that the technology issue we were having last week with Westman, apparently it may still be a problem tonight, so just a heads up. We have Westman looking into it. It does not appear to be a problem on our end, so Westman is looking into it. So if you are experiencing a problem, you may call in and we can just take you as a statistic on, yes, this person had difficulties, but we can't do anything for you from our end, and apologize for that, but we do have Westman looking into it. Okay, let's get started playing bingo. Guess I should press start on the machine and not my phone. Okay, we're playing on those gold colored cards for the first game. A jackpot in 50 numbers or less will get you $18,890. The first number out is under the G46. G46. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the G55, G55. Under the G58, G58. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the B3, B3. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the O65, O65. Under the O62, O62. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the B9, B9. Under the N38, N38. Under the B11, B11. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the O69, O69. Under the B6, B6. Under the G50, G50. Under the G47, G47. Under the G52, G52. Under the N40, N40. Under the B12, B12. Under the G59, G59. Under the O70, O70. Under the O66, O66. Under the B5, B5. Under the I21, I21. Under the I30, I30. Under the N44, N44. Under the B10, B10. Under the G49, G49. Under the B1, B1. Under the G53, G53. Under the G60, G60. Under the I27, I27. Under the I26, I26. Under the B8, B8. Under the N34, N34. Under the O68, O68. Under the I16, I16. Under the I19, I19. Under the N37, N37. Under the B14, B14. Under the G56, G56. Under the I29, I29. Under the I20, I20. Under the N36, N36. Under the O71, O71. Under the B13, B13. Under the O61, O61. Under the G51, G51. And that is your 50th number. So we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in with a bingo. Now, if you do have tech issues, and like it was last week for some people on West Van, where it seemed to cut in and out, or as we heard just tonight, well, I did, that when somebody went to open their card, it was stuck together a little bit more than usual, so they ripped the middle numbers. In cases like that where you're not sure about the numbers, you're not sure if they've been called, you can always call us and we can put in the number that's in the, it's in the middle of the card, but if that happens to be where that number is missing, then it's also in the bottom right hand corner of your cards, that number that we need, and we put it into our machine here, and it'll tell us whether you have a winning card or not. Regardless of whether you've covered it up or not, the machine will know whether or not it's a winning card. So you can call us like during this part time too, to check your card. If there's issues there, or whether you're not sure what the number was, it'll show then your card as well, what those numbers are in the middle, if you can't see them. Or if you've missed some numbers and you're really close to bingo, getting the bingo, you can call in and we can check the card for you. Okay, I'm moving on to community announcements. And I'll do the two new ones first. There's a fundraiser for the Roxy Theatre in the form of a book. It covers the days of the Opera House all the way through until today. As well as the history of the theatre. It has over 20 pages of comments from people who worked at the Roxy over the years and from the many moviegoers. The book is $25 and all proceeds are going to support the Roxy. Order forms are at the banner and online. You might want to Google it because I'm not entirely sure everybody's going to remember this. It's at Nipua Theatre Center, Roxy Square site, and there's hyphens and dots. So I suggest you Google Roxy Theatre and hopefully it'll take you to the proper place, direct you to where the order forms are. It's, I believe the author then is Rick Sparling, since that's who was sent from. Yeah, it would be Rick Sparling. Okay, is the author of the book. Oh, we're up time already. Wow, time passes fast when I talk like that. Okay, so phone lines are open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed and we'll move on to the consolation round. Still looking for a blackout? Your next number is under the B7. B7 on the gold colored card still. Under the O64. O64. Under the N43, N43. Under the N33, N33. Under the N32, N32. Under the B4, B4. Under the G57, G57. Under the O75, O75. Under the N31, N31. Under the O63, O63. Under the N41, N41. Under the N42, N42. And we have a caller. So we won't call that number that's in the hoop, and it will not be valid.
In the center of your card. 8773.
Oh. Okay, we have a valid bingo on N42. N42, valid bingo. So as you can see, the person can see their card and their numbers. So if you call in and we put your card number in there, you can see your numbers too.
You are lucky.
So valid bingo on N42. And we do have one line open to receive your calls. Okay, there is in Nipua here, Touchwood Park is having a fundraiser for an accessible playground, and it's a barbecue fundraiser that will be held at the Super Thrifty parking lot from 11:30 to 1:30 on May 31st, which is Friday. The lunch of $5 includes a hot dog, a drink, and chips. Once again, Touchwood Park, their accessible playground fundraiser barbecue will be held this Friday, May 31st from 11:30 till 1:30 in the Super Thrifty parking lot. And for $5, you get a hot dog, a drink, and chips. Both phone lines are now open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Okay, I'll read some of our other community announcements. Evergreen Environmental Technologies is open Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, Saturday, 8 to 3. And the next time they're closed will be the July 1st long weekend, so July 1st. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And we will be moving on to the pink colored cards shortly. Our tuning number is I-16. Okay, for the third and final time, phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed, and we will move on to the letter X game. Our winner on the Bonanza Constellation was Marion Robluck of Nipua, purchasing the winning card at the Legion. Congratulations to Marion. Okay, on your pink colored cards, looking for that letter X, there's a prize of $150 if you're the only one. First number out on those pink colored cards is under the I-19. I-19. Orange? Oh, sorry people, it's orange. It's orange. I don't know where I'm looking at last week's cards. Yeah, okay. Where did I put? Oh, it fell on the floor, no wonder. Okay. orange. You're playing on the orange colored cards. You're playing on whatever cards you have tonight that came from 829. Okay, under the 075. 075. Under the 072. 072. Under the G47. G47. Under the B9, B9. Under the G60, G60. Under the 063, 063. Under the N31, N31. Under the N32, N32. Under the G54, G54. Under the G58, G58. Under the 070, 070. Under the 061, 061. Under the N36, N36. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the 062, 062. Under the B12, B12. Under the O66, O66. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the G48, G48. Under the G52, G52. Under the G53, G53. Under the G50, G50. Under the O69, O69. Under the B5, B5. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the B13, B13. Under the O65, O65. Under the O67, O67. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the B15, B15. Under the O73, O73. Under the B1, B1. Under the I-29, I-29. Under the O-74, O-74. Under the G51, G51. Ooh, we have a caller, so I won't call that ball right now. We have two callers. Did we get a number? 5652 5622. Okay. What was the number back? One number back. What was one number back? 074? Yeah, 074. Valid bingo on 074 for the letter X. That's one number back. I'll put the number in anyways. Yeah. Unfortunately, somebody won on the number previous to the 51. Okay, we have one phone line open to receive your calls. One phone line is open. And we are playing on the orange colored cards. We have the old one sitting here too, and I usually put the new one in front, but it fell on the ground and I was reading the wrong one for the color. And you probably don't care, but.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. So after this game, we'll be moving on to the blackout and 52 numbers. Still playing on the orange colored cards. And that jackpot will be at $9,147. Our toonie pot and the toonie number of I-16 has not been called yet, so it's still in play. That toonie pot is worth $8,459. And we sold 102 packages last week. Okay. Rick Sparling has a new book out. It's a fundraiser for the Roxy Theatre. And the book covers the Opera House all the way through until today. So there's the history of the theatre. It also has over 20 pages of comments from people who worked at the Roxy over the years and from the many moviegoers. The full cost of the book, $25, is having all proceeds going towards the Roxy. It's maybe, yeah. And there's order forms available online and at the banner. You might have to Google the Roxy Theatre and I hope it takes you to the right link. And they used to have a sample at the banner too to look at for the book. It was advertised somewhere. It's not on that particular sheet but that I'm reading from, but it was advertised somewhere else. Okay, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And our winner on the Big X was Tim Whitford of Minnedosa, purchasing the cards at the Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Tim. All right, we're going on in a blackout in 52 numbers, and that pot is worth that $9,147. So we've got that set up now. And let's find out. who wins our last game or who our winners might be. So playing on those orange colored cards is a carry-on game from the letter X. We're looking for that blackout, and in 52 numbers, it's worth $9,147. And your next number out is under the N39. N39. Under the B10, B10. Under the B2, B2. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the N42, N42. Under the O71, O71. Under the B6, B6. Under the N35, N35. Under the G59, G59. Under the N40, N40. Under the B3, B3. Under the I16, I16. Under the I22, I22. Under the B8, B8. Under the O64, O64. And that is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in and can win that $9,147. Of course, we would add on 50 cents for every package sold for tonight's game to that jackpot. And the number's 204-476-2639. And if you can't read some numbers and you're close to winning, or something happened and you missed some and you're not sure, you can always call in and we can check your card for you. Okay, let me see. Hey, you can purchase meals 2 places in town. The community meal program has home cooked meals available Tuesday to Friday. They're $11. You can pick them up at the Yellowhead Manor Kitchen. And call Vicki or George at 204-476-5218 if you want more information there and what the menu is. You can order ahead of time. If you like a couple of things, you can order just those ones and pick them up on different days. And then Kinsman Courts 2 has freezer meals. They have 3 options. Theirs range from $10 to $12. The meals are fully cooked and they're stored frozen, so you would just heat and serve. So there's another option. They have 2 gluten-free versions. And you can call them for more information at 204-476-3161. And both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls at all, I'll declare this game closed and we'll move on to the consolation round for $100. And I-16 was called. I'm not too sure when. I was looking to see when it was called, but just recently. Okay, next number out, looking for a blackout, $100 prize now, under the N34. N34, next number on those orange colored cards. Under the I-30, I-30. And we have a caller. That'd be pretty fast.
Hello. Can you tell me the number in the center of your card, please?
Wow. That was, okay, we have a valid bingo on I-30. Wow. Close to winning that jackpot. So valid bingo on I-30. Let everybody else look at that. Continue on and see if, so close, 2 numbers off winning that jackpot. I know, I meet a few people that will say, I just need 1 number, you don't call it for that jackpot. One of these days though, I'll call it for somebody. Okay, we do have 1 phone line open to receive your calls. 1 phone line is open. I don't know if I started the countdown because I was so surprised at how fast we got somebody calling in. Okay, some of the things are upcoming on NACTV. Of course, we have the exercise at 10 o'clock in the morning, Stepping Up with Confidence.
Well, so far you're the only winner. That's good.
And an evening of song at the Knox Presbyterian Church. That's new. That was a packed show. Neepa Gladstone Co-op Travel Center, a new basketball game, Stories and Perspectives by Filipino artists, And some of our usuals, Nippon News and Views, story behind the stories. Manitoba Horticultural Association, Karen Jones will be talking on soil amendments. And we have also the Nipawet Town Council. Field to Table Club is new. Women's basketball is a new game. We have the North Cyprus Langford Council meeting, not sure which one, but it's not new. Business After 5, Parkside Gardens. The Onondaga Fire Department grand opening is new. Coffee Chat, Rural Manitoba Workforce Summit. Cooking with the Stars in June. That'll be new. And the Nipawet Job Fair. There weren't very many. Well, I don't know. That was a volunteer thing. Anyways, sorry, mumble. Never mind. Filipino Heritage Sports Opening is new. Okay, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. I think I said that once already. If I didn't, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. And for the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed. And that wraps it up for tonight. Thank you all for playing along. And let's find out who won that game in 54 numbers and almost in the jackpot. Okay, Blackout Consolation was won by Mike Lewandowski of Nipawet, purchasing the cards at Touchwood Park. Congratulations. Okay, recapping for tonight's games. Our Bonanza Consolation was won by Marion Robalak of Nipawet, purchasing the winning card at the Legion. The Big X was won by Tim Whitford of Minnedosa, and he purchased the card at Harris Pharmacy. Mike Lewandowski was the Blackout Consolation winner and is of Nipawet and purchased the winning card at Touchwood Park. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you all for playing along. Your support of NACTV is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and have a great week. Hope to see you next Wednesday.